Okay, this is the water heater video, Alright. And it's raining right now. We got some good rain. So I'm not going to show you on the outside. You have to trust me. But by now you've seen this on another video, on the exterior video, with any amount of luck. So this is the temperature pressure relief drain line. Alright? And it's not supposed to terminate higher from the ground outside than 6 inches. And it does. It's higher than 6 inches. Because when the water comes out, it comes out at 200 psi, pounds per square inch, at 200 degrees. And the water would broadcast out there in the larger spots. So that's why they want it closer to the ground. That's why they want it closer to the ground. We have our care and use manual. We do not need an electric service disconnect because we enjoy that over here at the electric service panel. Right here. Whatever WH means, that's probably the water heater. That's the wrong kind of labeling. That's the wrong kind of labeling. And here we can see that the AC is properly fused. But I got another video about that. So we got our electric disconnect within sight. Our data plate says that it's 1 year old and it's a 50 gallon. We have the care and use manual. So what's going on here? What's the story? Well, for one thing, you see the foam that's coming down on the water supply lines to the tank? You're supposed to have foam on this. It came with the unit. It came with the unit. It's in the same package with the instructions. Maybe it's in there. You're supposed to have insulation on there. And by the way, a lot of people don't realize this, but these valves should be replaced every 3 years. Nobody does that. I get that. But they're supposed to be. So you're supposed to have insulation on this. That's the point I'm trying to make here. Alright? Then, this is the temperature pressure relief valve. It's not supposed to be threaded. It's not. This is a union. This is threaded. It's not supposed to be a threaded pipe. And also, you're supposed to have an air vacuum, an air brake in the same room with the water heater, and you don't have that either. Now, one way to handle that is to bring this pipe down to the safety pan, and that's considered acceptable. And I don't understand that. I don't like that as an answer. I don't like that as a solution. I really don't. Same reason that you don't want this to terminate too high outside. 200 pounds, 200 psi, you know, just hitting that pan, it's going to splash everywhere. But you're supposed to have a vacuum breaker in the same room with the water heater exchange. You're not supposed to have threaded fittings on it. It's not supposed to discharge so high. Those are the three things. That's what we've learned about this water heater. Now, how about a little inspector theater? No time like the present. Can I come in? Come on in, Mr. Fire. The door's open for you. You always make me feel so warm and welcome. You're supposed to have a spring on this door. It's supposed to close. It's supposed to close like that. You want to separate the living space from the garage space because most of the things we care about, like, I don't know, our birth certificates, our income taxes, our art, you know, our jewelry, our pets, our children, our families, sometimes friends. You know, most of the things we care, most of the things we care most about are inside. We're supposed to separate this. Now, this can be a pain in the butt with a spring on there when you're carrying your groceries in and out. I get that. It's a nuisance to carry your groceries in because you got to open and close the door all the time. But you don't carry your groceries in 24/7. And if you leave the door open like this, there's nothing to keep a fire from walking in here. There just isn't. Nothing to keep a fire from walking in here.